Okay, today we are going to take a lecture on crystal physics. First of all, I will give you example, an introduction of crystal physics. We are going to take a lecture to understand the need of and study of crystal structure. So let us take an example that how we need to study crystal. Introduction. Let us start. All materials are composed of atoms and molecules. We know that all types of materials are composed of atoms and molecules, and atoms inside the material or a matter are held together with a force of attraction. Next, all atoms are molecules are held together through the force of attraction. We know that some materials are good conductors of electricity, some are bad conductors of electricity as well as heat. Some are magnetic and some are non-magnetic materials. These properties of materials which are magnetic, which are non-magnetic, which are heat, which are good conductors of heat, which are good conductors of electricity, are due to their atomic structure. And to know that atomic structure and to know their properties, how we can know that? So to know that by which type of properties are there, we should study the crystal structure or the arrangement of atoms or molecules inside the matter. We know that there are solid, liquid and gaseous form. That are the three states of matter, and in solids they are having various properties. So to study that properties, how this type of properties are being developed inside that material, so we should know that which type of crystal, which type of atomic arrangements are there. The reason of these different properties are due to their structure. And if we classify solids, then solids are classified into two types. First one is crystalline, that is crystal or crystalline solid, and the second one is non-crystalline. We can also name it as amorphous solid. Crystal solid. Crystalline solids are those in which atoms or molecules are arranged in an orderly fashion in 3D pattern. I repeat, crystalline solids are those in which atoms or molecules are arranged in an orderly fashion of 3D pattern. Actually, atoms are fixed at the definite point in space at a definite distance at a angular regular geometrical pattern. Some of the examples of copper, silver and aluminum and iron. These are the examples of crystal. Copper, silver, aluminum are some of the metals which are having regular arrangement of atoms inside them. Now let us talk about amorphous. In comparison to crystals, amorphous are the materials or matters which are amorphous as the materials which are without form. Let us know by what is amorphous. The word amorphous reveals us about the material having the atomic arrangement without forms. That means the group of atoms are the same group of atoms are not orderly arranged. Okay, that means atomic groups are arranged more randomly inside it. Let us take an example of that. In comparison to crystal, that is copper and etc. The example of amorphous solids, we can take it as plastics, rubbers and glasses. These are the examples of amorphous solids. These amorphous solids having the same group of atoms and molecules without which are randomly oriented inside the matter. Now first of all, let us talk about crystal structure. Crystal structure, in the first crystal structure we should discuss about a word named lattice. Lattice is an array of points such that every lattice point has got identical environment around it. Actually lattice is nothing but it is an imaginary concept. This imaginary concept is like that. Some of the points at a particular distance, at a particular interval, are just imagined in a space. Every point is indistinguishable from each other. These points are actually indistinguishable from each other. They are identical and totally imaginary. In the same manner, if we compare it, or if we are thinking about the lattice in a crystal, that means the regular arrangement of atoms in a crystal, and we consider it with crystal, then it is called crystal lattice, a 3D collection of points in space called crystal lattice. That is a 3D collection of points. Let us take an example of that arrangement of atoms in crystals. Let us think that if we are thinking about points, that is the space, in space, if we are thinking an imaginary points at a regular interval and they are identical and they are at equal distance, if we replace that points with atoms or molecules, then in place of that point or with that point, the atoms or molecules are arranged in that crystal lattice. That means what we can say, these atoms and molecules are regularly arranged in that matter. Similarly, group of lattice points in 3D pattern is known as crystal lattice. That means if we are thinking about a two-dimensional, if we are thinking in a two-dimensional lattice, then let me draw that. These are the lattice points. These are the lattice points which are at equal interval in a space which is an imaginary thing. Now if I am talking about crystal, we are thinking about atoms which are arranged on this lattice, this imaginary lattice, which is actually called the crystal lattice. And if we replace these molecules with that points, then that points are regularly arranged in a space and which are called the crystal lattice in okay. Let us think about this lattice point. Can we define that lattice point? Yes, definitely. Lattice point denotes the position, which denotes the position of atoms or crystal or molecules in a crystal. I repeat, lattice points denotes the position of atoms or molecule in the crystal. Next, now to define a crystal structure, we have first defined the crystal lattice. The next point on that crystal lattice is bases. And bases are nothing but a unit assembly of atoms or molecules associated with every lattice point, which is called basis, or it could be called a pattern or motif. I repeat, a unit assembly of atoms or molecules associated with every lattice point is called basis, or it could be called pattern or motif. That means these atoms or molecules which are arranged regularly on the lattice forms a crystal structure. I can give a simple equation through which we can define the crystal structure. That means a lattice, crystal lattice plus basis gives you crystal structure. Okay, you can say it on a crystal lattice plus basis gives you a crystal structure. Now let us talk about some lattice parameters. Lattice parameter means to define lattice parameters we should define 3 points. The first one is crystallographic axis, the second one is intercept. Intercept is nothing but the distance between two lattice points. Previously we talked about the lattice points which are imaginary in a space at a regular distance. In 3D pattern they are arranged with the same environment with each other. Now let us talk about interfacial angles. The second point to define lattice parameters. Actually there are 3 parameters: crystallographic axis, intercepts and interfacial angles. Intercepts can be represented by A, B and C, which represents the distance between two lattice points. In the same manner, interfacial angles can be defined as alpha, beta and gamma, which can be defined as alpha, beta and gamma. That means the distance between two intercept and interfacial angles, that is alpha, which is the angle between A and B, B and C and C and A. Let me define the crystallographic axis. The line drawn parallel to the line of intersection of any 3 faces of the unit cell which does not lie in the same plane are called crystallographic axis. The line drawn to the line of intersection of any 3 phases of unit cell which does not lie in the same plane are called crystallographic axis. Okay. Now let us talk about crystals. Actually, these crystals are defined these crystals are defined on the basis of lattice and basis and gives you a crystal structure. A type of crystal structure are simple cubic, body centered cubic, and in the same manner face centered cubic. To define the crystal system, actually there are 7 crystal systems which can be defined. To define that 7 crystal systems, these are the 7 basic crystal systems: cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, trihexagonal, trigonal and hexagonal. I repeat, cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, trigonal and hexagonal. You can see all 7 types of unit cells. Now let me show you the lattice parameter inside it. First of all, as I am drawing an axis, let us represent this axis as x, as y and z. Then in this, if we draw a simple crystal, then distance between the origin and the edge of the crystal, let us define the edges A, B and C are the distance between 2 lattice points from the origin of this axis, and in comparison to that, the angle between this A and B can be represented as gamma, which is the angle between A and B. In the same manner, if I define beta, which is the angle between B and C, and in the same manner, if I represent alpha, that is angle between C and A. These are the lattice parameters through which we can know the arrangement between the faces, their arrangements, the molecular arrangements, the crystals. 7 types of units. You can see that first, simple cubic. In that simple cubic, A, B and C, that is the distance between 2 lattice